Informatica, what is it? It's a tool, right? Maybe most of the people know it's a tool. Why we are using this tool? What is the purpose of using this tool? And where exactly we are using this tool? If you want to use any tool, there should be some area, right?
Yeah.
What is the area where exactly we are using this tool? Or before going into Informatica, what is data warehousing? Why we need data warehousing? What is the purpose of the data warehousing? Any idea?
So it is to extract, transform, and load into whatever system is available, right?
Yes, we have a source database here. Okay, let's say this is my source database. What you are saying, we are extracting data from this database and we are loading into some other database. What is the purpose of extracting data from one database to another database? Why we are going to extract?
Because like we don't want to work on the live data, so what we do is we move data from like a data which is a day holder or something, we move that data into data warehouse and we can perform analysis and some other tasks like reporting services. That's probably the reason we are moving the
source database. Okay, the source will be your OLTP databases, online transaction databases, and it's a normalized data normally. Okay, the front-end transaction system. Let's say I will give you an example. Maybe take an insurance company. Why we need data warehousing? Let's take an insurance company. Okay, I have 100 millions of customers in my organization. Whenever a new customer is taking the policy, one record will be created and we are maintaining the complete customers database in here. Fine. Every month, always we will expect new customers into the organization, right? As part of running business. What we will do normally, we will do some media publicity, right? And some roadside campaigns we will follow, some ads. So to get new customers into the organization, we will do media or campaigns or ads. Different channels will follow. So we have 100 millions of customers data. All these are the existing customers. Is there any way to get new customers from the existing customers?
You can do that.
You need to run analysis.
Yes. How you will do analysis? In what way you will do? See, I cannot send. I cannot call all the 100 million customers, or I cannot send mails to customers asking for the references, right? And I cannot do it on regular basis, right? Let's say you are a customer of a company, you are taking a call. Every month they are calling and they are asking for the references. You don't require that type of support. You don't entertain that type of support, right? Normally. Yes. So take the data from here and put it into another system. Okay, let's say this is your target database. We are going to call it as this is data warehousing or this collab systems. Okay, here we will have normally denormalized data. We'll see what is normalized, denormalized later. So this is your data warehousing systems. So now all 100 millions of customers data we have here. Now you can analyze the data. Let's say I'm going to analyze in this way. So whenever customer is going to take a policy, normally they will provide their kids and their dependents details, right?
Yes.
So it's a others, right? So I'm going to generate a report from the existing customers in the month of September. How many customers' kids are going to become majors? Let's say customer is providing its kids details and dependents details. Just I'm trying to analyze the existing data. How many customers' kids are going to become majors in the month of September? Let's say you are getting 1 lakh people. Generate this report from the existing data you are analyzing and you are taking part of data and you are going to provide that data to marketing team. What marketing team will do? They will contact all the customers, all these 1 lakh people. Sir, your kid is, congratulations, your kid is going to become major in the coming month. Why don't you take a policy? You are an existing customer with us, right?
Yes.
That's the one smart way to approaching existing customers, right? Definitely they will, because they are existing customers with us and they will take a policy. And let's say we are going to do all this analysis every month, okay? Maybe in the month of October also we have 2 lakhs people. But when you are doing in the month of, let's say when you are doing in the month of December, let's say we have 10 lakh people. Okay, now we are analyzing the existing customers data. Every month it's a report every month we are extracting. And we are giving to the marketing team, contacting the customers, trying to get new customers into the organization. In the month of December, we have 10 lakh people. See, there is a huge volume of customers in the market. Then, how to attract the customers? Just go ahead and give 50% premium discount. So, when organization is going to take this decision, there should be huge volume. Okay. So by giving 50% of the discount, let's say you are going to expect out of 10 lakh people, you are targeting 5 lakh people. Definitely means you are planning to sell 5 lakh policies by giving 50% discount. By giving 50% discount, what will be the profit? What will be the profit and loss to the current financial year? Because you are giving 50% premium off, right? Definitely there will be some loss in the current year. But what will be the profit in next 20 years or 30 years? So, like this, they are going to analyze the data. They are going to generate different types of reports, like pie charts, trees. Okay, if you give 50% discount and the target is 5 lakh, in the current year, this will be the loss in the current financial year. But due to these customers, next 20 years, the organization will get this much profits. So you will have in-depth analysis. If you give 25% discount and if you are targeting at least 2 lakh people, what will be the loss in the current financial year and what will be the profit? Okay. So based on this, your high-level management team, they are going to take a decision. That is the reason we are calling it as a business intelligence or a decision-making system. BI is nothing but a decision-making system. So based on all these reports, okay, go ahead and give 50% discount in the month of December. Without analysis, I cannot provide a discount in the month of December, right? When you are running a big organization, when you are entering into the market with some offer, you have to do a lot of analysis. Then only you will take a decision. Simple. See, just for taking Informatica, you are going to attend 4 or 5 demos, right? What you are gathering? You are going to gather different information. Who is the faculty? How many years of experience he has? What's the time? What is the price, cost of the course? So all these are matters for you. Then you are going to take a decision. As a MNC, as a big company, if I am going into the market with a policy or with any new plan, I have to do lot of analysis. Then only I can take a decision. So this is the purpose of the data warehousing. So here we are going to do analysis. Without analysis, I cannot run my business. Clear? Any questions? Just it's a one example why we need data warehousing.
No, no questions.
So like this, you can have different examples. Let's say if you take one more example. Let's say we are. Let's say this is our banking database. Okay. Whenever, let's say you are applying for a credit card, normally what is the process? You have to submit all your documents, right? Like your employee information, your payment, the income information, your address proof, ID proof, your native address, everything you have to provide. They are going to do the verification and everything. Then only they are going to issue a credit card for you, right? Let's say I'm applying for a credit card. I'm getting, this is my, they are giving credit card for me. They are doing all my address verification, employment verification, everything is genuine. Then they are giving a credit card for me. So the Sampath with Hyderabad location and triplet, fine. This record is created in their databases, OLTP databases, the source system we have. Every month from the source system they can generate monthly bills and they are sending monthly bills to my address. I'm getting monthly bills and I'm paying it, fine. As part of job requirement, let's say I'm moving from Hyderabad to Bangalore. Normally what you will do? So immediately, whenever I'm changing from Hyderabad to Bangalore, I will call up customer care center and I will place a request for change of address, right?
Yes.
So when you are calling customer care center for the change of address, are they going to ask any documents, address proof?
Maybe verification that you are Sampath and some
Yes,
address proof of new place.
For that purpose, you are going to provide your card details and all. But for the request for change of address, they don't need any supporting documents. Immediately, they will place a request, and within 24 hours, that request will be processed, and your address will be changed. And going forward, you will get all your communication address to Bangalore, right?
Yes.
So whenever I am placing a request for change of address, immediately the existing record is going to be updated here with the Bangalore address and with new number. And here we are not doing any address verification. Whenever customer is calling, simply we are updating the existing record here. Fine. Let's say now we are sending monthly bills to Bangalore address. Okay. Let's say Sampath is not going to make his payments. How we will recover the amount? We will take this data and we will provide this data to recovery team. Recovery team will go to Bangalore address. It's a fake address. Because we are not doing any address verification for the Bangalore address, for the change of address. And what is his previous address? We updated the previous address with the latest address, right? Yes. So how we will recover? So we have the data warehousing, right? So this is your data warehousing. Once the record is creating here, immediately take that record and put it into your data warehousing. Whenever customer is going to change his address from Hyderabad to Bangalore or whatever the location here, see, he's changing address from Hyderabad to Bangalore. Immediately take this record and load that record also into your here. Later again, somebody is going to change from Bangalore to Chennai. Whenever he is changing his address or phone number, immediately we are going to capture those records and we are loading that data into here. So that is the reason your data warehousing is a historical data. See, he is doing all the transactions. He took the card from Hyderabad address, later he moved to Bangalore. Right now he is in Chennai. So for change of address to Bangalore and Chennai, we are not going to make any verification because we are going to maintain his previous data also. For Hyderabad, it's a native address. We did address verification and everything. We have all the documents. That's it. Let's say the Sampath is not going to make the payments. We are going to provide this entire data to the recovery team. Now recovery team will go to Chennai. If he is not available, then he will check in Hyderabad. Make sense? So why we need historical data? For analysis purpose and sometimes this type of reports. So like this you can have lot of examples in general. Okay, so who is going to load data from here to here? your ETL tools are coming into picture here. What is meant by ETL tools? We are going to extract data from source and we are going to transform the data and we are going to load data into a target database. Using tools, ETL tools, we are going to extract from your source and we are going to load it into your target. Once the data is available in your data warehousing system, once the data is available in your target data warehousing system, your reporting people will come into picture. They are going to generate reports in different formats. See, when I am running an insurance company, so if I give 10% discount, what will be the profit and loss? By giving 10% discount, if you are expecting 2 lakhs people, what will be the profit? So by providing 50% discount, yes, definitely you can get more customers. But what will be the loss or profit to the organization in the current year, next coming years? By giving 50% discount. So you can analyze this. So how they are going to analyze the high level management team, they are interested with the charts. Okay, just 10% discount. Okay, this will be the profit and loss. So you are going to generate reports using reporting tools. What are the reporting tools you have? Like BOS, Cognos, Hyperion, SAS, there are a lot of microsites. All these are the reporting tools. Coming into ETL, your Informatica, DataStage, Ab initio. There are a lot of other tools in the market, but these are the very successful. So this is the area where you are going to use all these tools, all ETL or reporting tools in the data warehousing area. So any questions so far?
No.
So this is
I
all
have
about.
like,
Yes.
Informatica also does the same thing what Cognos or other reporting tools does, right? Informatica
No.
also
That's what. See, Informatica is a ETL tool.
Okay.
See, in your data warehousing, we are going to have 2 types of tools actually. One is, see, here your ETL comes into picture.
Okay, Informatica is a ETL tool. Okay.
Yes. Informatica, DataStage, or Ab initio, or Cognos, the Ab initio, or whatever. Coming to reporting, once the data is available in the data warehousing, your reporting people are coming into picture from the existing data. From the existing data, they are going to analyze data and they are going to generate different types of reports. From the reports, your high-level management team, they are going to take the decisions and everything. So the complete data warehousing is a part of 2 tools. One is ETL and one more is reporting tools. Your the BOS, Cognos, or MicroStrategy, all these are the reporting tools. Clear your question?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
And coming to Informatica, so Informatica, it's a ETL tool, you know. It's started long back. We have different versions. I started my career with Informatica 6 and 7 and 8, currently working on version 9. So this is the course content. So once we will start Informatica, how many tools we have, how to install. Okay.
Okay.
Everything we are going to cover. So just the purpose of Informatica today we discussed. We'll have one more demo. So what is Informatica and done? So this is all about the course content. It's going to take not 45 hours. It's going to take 30 to 35 hours. We are going to provide the complete material with the lab practice guide. Okay. For all the critical topics, I'm going to show you the PPT actually. And the data warehousing concepts. Coming to Informatica, we are covering Informatica 8. But when I'm teaching Informatica 8, what are the differences between 7 to 8 and 9 new features? In market, we have 9. What are the new options available in 9? I'm going to cover. And this is the introduction to data warehousing. Then Informatica architecture, the complete Informatica. Maybe if you are aware of all these topics, you can identify. So I'm going to cover all this with the real-time examples. Okay.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Like as you said that there needs to be a source and a destination. Okay.
Yes.
And in this class we'll be working with the flat file like you told me initially. So
Flat file and database. Flat Oracle database.
Oracle database. So where does we receive? I mean, the question is how does it extract? As in that is done under the Informatica, or like Oracle or any other database will spit out some file and that will be captured by Informatica. It just taps into the database and it just extracts. I mean, my question is mainly that.
Yes, I understand. Let me try to give you the Informatica. Just the high level view of Informatica. See, any tool when you are going to install, you will have two components. One is client and one more is server. Okay? Server side we have, one is repository service we have. This is Informatica architecture, how it is working. And we have the integration service and we have the repository. See, whenever you are trying to install Informatica, there should be a RDBMS database installed on your machine. First, you have to install any RDBMS database, then only we can able to install Informatica. Let's say I have installed Oracle database. Okay?
Okay.
As part of Informatica installation, it's going to create some 522 system tables in the database. That is nothing but your Informatica repository. Okay? Now, the very first client tool is Repository Manager, Informatica Power Center Repository Manager. The name itself it's indicating, right, to manage your repository. Let's say I have the Informatica repository in my database. See, the very first client tool will be, we are going to see is Power Center Repository Manager. This is my repository. This repository is there here in the database. Just I am trying to connect, provide user account and password, connect. See, it's connected and you can see number of folders here. Right? So whenever you are trying to connect from the front-end tool, the back-end, the communication will send from the repository manager to repository services, the back-end service communication, and repository service will communicate with the repository.
Okay.
Okay. So after connecting to repository manager, what you can do here, you can create folders. See, let's say in your organization you are going to have the sales project. All the sales related project I am going to do it in the sales folder. In the same way, marketing or finance or banking, insurance, like this you can have different projects, okay, folders. As a developer, when you are joining in the organization, I am going to create an account for you, user ID for you, login ID, and maybe you are part of sales project. You will have the complete read-write executable access to the sales folder. But when you are trying to connect to the banking, maybe you can have the view access, or sometimes you don't have the view access also. Getting?
Okay.
So creating users, maintaining the privileges, providing read-write executable access to different folders. Definitely you will be part of sales or marketing or any project, right? So you will have only access to that project, or you will have very limited access to some other project folders like this. So it's an Informatica admin tool. Repository manager is a one type of admin tool, creating folders, creating user accounts, providing privileges to all the users to required folders. Okay, so it's an admin tool. The next tool is Mapping Designer. What is the purpose of Informatica? Why we are using Informatica? We have a source database here. See, maybe the source is Teradata, and we have a target database SQL Server. We are trying to extract data from the Teradata source or from the mainframe source, and we are trying to load data into our target SQL Server. For this purpose, we are using Informatica as a ETL tool to extract data from Teradata, and to load data into target table. So, in the Mapping Designer, we are going to develop the mapping. Okay, so the purpose of Mapping Designer is to develop a mapping, nothing but to develop a program. Later we have another tool called Workflow Manager. Here I developed a program. How you are planning to execute that program? Let's say I want to extract data from my source to my target on hourly basis, or monthly basis, or yearly basis, or quarterly basis, or daily. I want to run every 1 hour. I want to execute my job. And I have number of jobs in my organization. After completion of the sales jobs, start the marketing jobs. So all the dependency information, the scheduling information, everything I am going to do it from the Workflow Manager. Okay, and whenever you are going to execute your job, automatically Informatica integration service will come into picture. It's going to communicate. It's going to communicate with your source system. Let's say in the runtime, it's a part of Informatica internal process. All this, when you are executing your job, your integration service is going to communicate with your source, and it is extracting all the 100 records, and it is loading records into your target. At the end of the program, any tool or any C or C++, it's going to create a log file for you, right? So here also, Informatica is going to create a log file for you. The status of the job, whether the job is completed successfully or it's failed, what will be the reason for the failure. If it is successful, how many records we are extracting from the source? 100 records. How many records loaded into your target? 90. How many records rejected? 10 records. So all these statistics you can see from the monitor, workflow monitor. When the job is running, how much time it is taking, still it is running or it is in the failed state. It's a monitor to monitor the status of your job. So these are the 4 client tools we are going to play as a developer. Okay. So just it's a very high level architecture of the Informatica.
Are there any limitations to source and target data?
No, you can connect into any of the databases. So guys, so this is just a very high level architecture of the Informatica, how it is working. So these are the very 4 client tools we are going to play. As a developer, you are going to play with the Mapping Designer and the Workflow Managers to schedule the jobs and to maintain the dependency. So everything. So when you are talking about source system, you can communicate with any of the source system and you can extract the data. After extracting, how you are transforming the data. That is very, very important. Then how you are loading data into your database and why the data warehousing concepts coming into picture. So everything we are going to go in depth. Clear? Manish and Dandu?
Dandu, I have a question. Like, if we have to do the certification, will this course be enough? What are the information that we need to know before doing a certification in Informatica?
Yes. See, this course, if you want to clear, let's say if you are going to put 5 years of experience or 7 years of experience, this course will give you the complete answer for you. So you can able to clear 5 years of 7 years of interviews or a year are there anywhere. But coming to certification, if you want to do certified professional, whatever the course I am giving, plus you have to go through the manuals very basic level. The installation steps sometimes you will get, sometimes the backend admin activities you will get. So you have to do extra activities. The course will give you 60 or 70% support to the certification. But coming to job oriented, it will give 95% of it.
Okay, so job oriented, regarding the job oriented thing, the 90% will be
Yes,
covered, right?
90% you will get the complete real-time examples I am giving, how the real-time environment, what are the cases we are using and everything. But coming to certification, you have to go very minute level, the basic level. You have to install the tools. You know, you should know the complete installation process, the complete architecture, the back-end architecture, very minute level. So you
So
have
will
to
you
do
be
that.
providing the manuals for clearing the certification, or
Yes,
we have
yes, manuals, yes, manuals will give, that's what you have to do, you have to go through all the documentation work. If you have that much patience, yes, you can able to do it with my subject.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey Sampath, this is Rahul here.
Hi Rahul.
Yeah, I actually have a question like, do you cover performance tuning in this course?
Yes.
So what aspects you cover in performance tuning? Do you cover that pipeline partitioning and all?
So performance tuning, see, you know the Informatica?
Yeah, actually I know Informatica. So
Yeah,
are you going to cover all those things or?
Yes, yes, we are covering, see, these are, you can able to see my screen?
Yeah. So for
So
pipeline partitioning, are you going
Yes.
to go pipeline partition?
See, partitioning I am not covering here. I am giving the theoretical with the partition because it's an unlicensed software, right? The partition is disabled here. When you are working with the Informatica software here, one or two features are disabled. The one of the feature is not available is partitioning.
Oh, okay. Where can we get this software?
No, actually, you will see 98 or 99% of the options same as this. But coming into the unlicensed software, if you want licensed software, you have to pay lakhs of amount. If it is unlicensed software, here you will have one extra feature. So anyway, I am going to cover using that with PPTs.
So you're going to cover that in detail or like?
Yeah, I'm going to cover without practical, just I'm going to show you that how we are going to do with the PPTs actually.
Oh, you mean PowerPoints? Okay.
And
Yes.
what about the cache and all? Like, are you going to cover how to set up different cache and all for different transformations? Like
Yes.
practically?
Yes.
If the data is
Yes.
too large?
Yes. We are going to cover complete caches, static, dynamic and persistent caches. What are the use cases when you are working with the lookups and all. And if you are expert with Informatica, just I will try to show you how the PPTs will help you. Okay.
Can you show some cache PPT like lookup dynamic? Good.
Let's say you are using a joiner transformation, just you know, right? So this is your mapping. Okay. When you are executing the step by step, what is happening? Joiner is going to have the caches, going to get the data from master source and it's creating cache. After creating cache, then only it's reading data from the detail flow. So when it is coming, what is happening, the step-by-step process. So easily you will understand actually, it's a pictorial representation. Whatever the code you are doing, the front end is going to show you the step-by-step. One record is coming, how this record is transforming, how this record is loading into a target database.
So you are having a picture of, so you have like index cache and data cache, how?
Yes. If you
Are you
want
going to cover?
Yeah, just let him. In aggregator, we have caches, right? Let's say this is my mapping, just source, compare, and aggregator. When you are running, you are going to get the data from source into aggregate cache, right? After getting complete data, how the records are going to have.
Sampath, what is a cache?
Sorry?
What do you mean by cache?
No, it's a Informatica internal architecture. First, you have to understand what is source and what is target. So, just is having experience. Just I'm trying to show you how much subject I'm explaining. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, okay.
Fine.
So you are going. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to cover all types of caches with the exercises. Okay.
And how many exercises we have?
See, it's a 30 or 35 hours class, right? Daily we'll do exercise, and I'm going to provide you the complete lab material and the lab guide, all the details I'm going to provide you. You can create the tables and you can, whatever the data I'm going to show you, right? That same data you can insert and you can do the exercise. Okay. And the very first day you are going to connect to Informatica. Definitely it's very difficult, right? How to proceed for 1 or 2 exercises. So here you have starting with the Informatica, right click and connect. From there how to start, the screenshots, everything we have. The very 1 or 2 days it's a new tool, right? You should understand from where to where begin and everything. So you will have the complete picture of how to connect to the source system, how to import and how to communicate with your source and target databases. All the screenshots I am going to provide you. So just to get touch with the Informatica, that's it. Yeah.
So Sampath, like, do you go over the looping concept also?
Looping in the sense?
Like, for example, if I have a requirement where I need to aggregate the data, for last 60 months sales data, for example. So you cannot do it directly in Informatica, right? Because in Informatica you don't have a for loop concept.
Yes.
So
you are talking about historical loads and incremental loads, right? The loading mechanism, day by day load mechanism.
Not only the loading, but if you want to aggregate the data, if you want to do a row comparison, first row to say.
Yes, we can do it. We can create a variable ports and we need to compare the current record with the previous record. If the both are same, then do.
Not only the previous, if you want to compare the current record with the last 100 records, how do you do that?
If you want to compare your current record with last 100 records.
Do you have to do this on daily basis or it's one-time thing?
See, if it is a requirement, your last 100 records will be in your target database. Just place a lookup on the target and you can go and compare. If it is exist, do something. If it is not exist, do something. Yes, I'm going to cover all the cases.
No, but if it exists, like, can you do it without looping?
See, no, there is no looping actually. See, what is your requirement? You need to compare your current record. Let's say you are getting a customer record today. You need to check that record is available or not. Maybe from the previous loaded records you are going to compare and you are going to do something. Looping means the current record you are going to compare with the previous record and you are doing something. Exactly what is your requirement of looping?
But you can compare only previous and current. If you want to compare current with
this tool
last
is
100, you cannot do that, right?
This tool is not designed for what you are asking, I believe. Sorry to interrupt.
No, let me, yeah. So the current record you want to compare with last 100 records. That's what you. That's what you. Yeah. Where is those 100 records? Already it's a loaded data, or you are expecting those 100 records from today's run?
It's already extracted. It's already in Informatica. You have
all the extracted records will be on the target database, right? Just place a lookup on the target and go and check. If it is available, do something. If it's not, yes. So whatever the looping you are expecting, whatever the requirement you are talking, right? The complete lookup concept will come into picture. So we are going to cover. Don't worry.
Okay, but like one more requirement, example, like static and dynamic cache, like what exactly is the difference? Like if I can
see, if you can able to see my course content, see Informatica Designer, I am going to cover the source and target and the transformation developer, mapping, maplet, all the transformation, each transformation scope and functionality with the interview questions. Then the debugger functionality whenever I am covering this one.
So you're going to cover all the transformations?
Yes, and coming to SQL overrides, except Java and XML transformation, remaining all the transformations I am covering. Coming to overrides, what is the purpose of source, lookup and target overrides, and why we are using, what are the advantages and disadvantages, and maplets, reusable and shared objects, folders, parameters and variables using dynamic parameter file concept, how you are going to handle the incremental loads and historical loads. Coming to caches, use of caches and advantages, static, dynamic and persistent cache and uses. Slowly changing dimensions, type 1, type 2 and type 3 implementations and everything with the exercises. Then the performance tuning. A complete workflow manager. A workflow manager is having different tasks like session, event wait, event raise, command, decision.
What is that?
All the tasks. Decision.
Event based, okay.
Yes, all the tasks I am going to cover with the exercises and Informatica internal scheduling options. And when you go to interview, even though Informatica or any other tools, data or any other tools, they are going to have internal scheduling options, right? But why companies are going for third-party scheduling tools like DAC or Control-M or AutoSys? What is the advantage with the third-party scheduling tools? I'm going to cover you that also. The purpose, advanced topics like SQL transformation and push-down optimization techniques, which is available from version 8 and version 9 new features. And you are very basic level for how the design documents and unit testing process will be. And the deployment process, as a developer, you are developing how the code is you are going to deploy, how the code is migrating from one environment to another environment, and what is the purpose of Unix in the data warehousing. We have to understand the purpose of Unix in the data warehousing. I'm not covering Unix, but just I'm trying to cover you the purpose of Unix in the data warehousing. Up to what level you need to learn Unix. So this is the course content.
So what are the sources you are covering?
The sources, see, in my system just I have Oracle and flat files.
What about XML?
XML I am not covering. XML and Java I am not covering.
Because XML is pretty common here. I mean,
Yeah, XML we need to cover actually.
Yeah, you need to. I mean, you can't escape XML because most of the documents that's pretty standard right now. Also, you have to do some of the tuning. You don't do server-side tuning then, right? Because you are not covering Unix.
Yes, performance tuning we are covering. So
But what we are covering is like transformation tuning or what?
It's a source and target bottlenecks, mapping level bottleneck, module and the session and workflow level bottleneck.
Basically, you are only covering at the application, I mean, client level, not at the server level, right? I'm just trying to understand what the course.
No. The server level means just we are trying to understand how the system, maybe the performance, the integration service is running on Unicode mode or ASCII mode. That's it. So, as a developer, we cannot do anything with the server level performance settings, right? So the complete session level and workflow level we are covering.
Because some shops they are asking you to do both admin and developer because it's
yes.
So you can't. They don't have budget to hire admin, so you need to go there and install and configure.
When I'm coming to bottleneck, just I'm trying to cover you the system level bottlenecks. But the system level bottlenecks will be either you will have the network package size, or you will have the integration service running mode ASCII or Unicode. That will be the causes at the system level. So remaining all as a developer you can handle, right, till workflow level.
Yeah. What's the reason for you not covering XML? You're not using that at your work?
Yeah, the XML I have to prepare the source. That's the difficult. That's the reason. That's it. XML and Java I'm not covering. Remaining all the transformation.
XML I can provide you the file. I have a lot of XML files.
Okay. We'll see then.
Will you cover if I provide you XML files?
Not sure. So far, not covering the XML. If you want explicitly, we'll try to sit out and we'll do.
What are the new features in 9A and like 30 seconds, like high level new features?
See, as a developer, you don't see any, as an Informatica developer, you don't have any differences other than lookup. Lookup is going to work as a both active and passive. Till 8, it's a passive only. But coming to 9, they have extra setups like Hadoop. They are giving support to Hadoop, and they have B2B application. And they have IDQ, the separate license and separate tool to maintain master data.
Coming to Hadoop, what kind of support they're giving? Could you just explain a little bit more on how?
What kind of support means they can able to extract data from Hadoop file systems from Informatica.
So they added HDFC. So they're supporting HDFC.
Yes, all unformatted data types.
Unstructured data.
Data types, yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
that is also from Informatica 9.6.1 hotfix, not from version 9.
961. Are you covering that one too? Hadoop? No, right? Yes, sir?
No, I'm not covering.
Okay.
And is there any transformation which is added in 9 which is not in 8?
No transformations.
So there is no difference in transformations from version 8 to version 9.6 or?
Version 8 to 9, I don't think there is no new transformation. But 7 to 8, we have lot of differences, architecture differences. It's a client and server, and here it's a service-oriented SOA architecture. And we have the SQL transformation and the push-down optimization technique in 8, right?
Any data services in 9? Is it same thing? Like I'm trying to think. What are the other? There is a metadata manager, right, in Informatica? Are you covering that one?
Metadata manager also I'm not covering.
Okay. What else? What are other things that are there and you are not covering?
See, complete tool I'm covering. Just 1 or 2 options are not available. One is the partitioning I cannot able to show you.
I understand that.
Not only from my end, anyone cannot show you from the market.
Why partitioning you can have an option, right, for partitioning?
But unlicensed software that will be disabled actually. And when yes, 1 or 2 features I will tell you. And when you are working with aggregated transformation, the sorted input we have, right? It requires a license. It will not work. Sorted input option will not work when you are working with aggregations. Okay, so those are the 1 or 2 options we are going to miss. That's it.
You're going to cover all the tasks in workflow, like there are 9 type of tasks?
Yes, I'm covering all. Command, decision, event wait, event trace, email.
And what about Unix?
Unix, I told you, right? What is the purpose?
How deeply you are going to cover Unix?
Where exactly we are using Unix. I'm not covering Unix commands and all, just I'm trying to cover you the cases, the purpose of Unix in the data warehouse. So later, if you are interested, just go and learn it.
Is there a version in Informatica that can be installed on Linux in VMware software? Can we do that? I mean, probably.
Unix. So you want me to install it on Unix?
Linux.
But I never installed on any Unix machine.
Yes, I would like to work on.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just asking them.
So,
because most of the installations are on the.
Yes, the real-time environment will be on the Unix.
Unix, yeah, that's where to simulate that one, you could have an option to probably should explore that option to have a VMware on Linux, install Linux, and there probably you should install Power Center, and then connect the client and do the transfer. That way you can give the Unix flavor.
Yes.
So, Sampath, can you give me 30 seconds why we need Unix for data warehousing? Just, I'm curious to know, like you had some, purpose of Unix in data warehousing.
See, you are going to work out with the data, right? So let's say you are getting data from the flat files, okay? Or else, let's say I'm running a business. I'm going to extract let's say I'm running a Airtel business, okay? I'm generating a file. That file will have all the customers who are not making their payments after the due date is over, okay? I'm going to generate that file. I need to send that file to my Hyderabad team as well as to my Bangalore team. When I'm going to send that data, it's a Indian customers data. I need to split all the customers, all the AP customers and Karnataka customers. So you are going to extract data from your database and you are generating a file. that file will have 25 states customers information. You need to split that files into 25 files based on the customer's state code.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that file we need to split it into 25 files. So there Unix is coming into picture. Using Unix, we are going to split the main file into 25 files, and all these 25 files we are going to FTP or SCP into their locations, their network drives. Okay.
Okay, so you're saying basically you're splitting the file using in Unix.
Yes, yes. Whatever you want to do with the flat file, you will go with the Unix. Maybe you are getting a file from the source system. They are sending file with the header and footer information. I don't want to process the footer. I want to delete the footer information. Just you are going to write a simple Unix command to delete that footer records. Then process the original data into your database. That's all.
So Unix is basically used for doing processing on flat file if you want to do any.
Yes, to play with the flat file system.
Is there any other purpose for Unix in data warehousing, or that's the only one?
That's the only one, yeah.
Sampath, what you're saying is, say, for example, your client has no Unix in their landscape. Still, you need to go to Unix.
No. See, your server, most of the times, your Informatica server will be resides on the Unix box.
I understand that.
So yes, let's say
for example,
your Informatica is installed on Windows.
I have a company here across India. I'm big Microsoft fan. Okay.
Yes.
I didn't touch any Unix servers. I'm managing everything on Windows.
Yes.
Why should I need Unix?
No, not required. Let's say, see, your server is located on the Windows box. You can write in DOS commands to play with the flat files.
So that's, I mean, his basic question was why Unix in the data warehouse? Again, I don't know his name. For the data warehouse, it's not for a data warehouse. Depending on like what your needs are, what your system landscape is. It's not for he's not using Unix command just for splitting files. If your data is on the Unix, he's going to split in the Unix. If your data is in Linux, he's going to split in the Linux. And if it's in Windows, he's going to do it in Windows.
So basically, yeah. So any operating system, that's
exactly.
Yes. See, that's the reason. See, it's a demo, right? Actually, I'm not going that much.
Well, whatever he's going to show you, he's going to show you in Windows environment because it's simpler, and he's going to explain it theoretically for some of the Unix level and the system.
What do you mean by using Unix scripts from Informatica command task? Sorry, is this something else you do in Unix?
The reason he's doing is probably because most of the Informatica installations are on the Unix environment. So that's why he's trying to cover. Sorry, Sampath, cover.
So Sampath,
yes.
What do you mean by Unix scripts from Informatica commands? So you are executing Unix scripts from within Informatica?
See, there is a Unix program. How Informatica will communicate with that Unix program? Using a command task, we are going to trigger that Unix.
Not just Unix, any
OS. Yes.
Any OS. Okay, it's not just
like you have a DOS program or you have a Unix program. You can trigger that program using a command task from the workflow manager. Okay, so that's
how much space do we need to install the server and client here?
See, if you have just 2 GB RAM, that is enough. It won't take more than 4 to 5 GB.
Of the space, right?
Yeah. It's not a space problem, but at least you should have 2 GB system. Otherwise, installation will take a lot of time. If it is 1 GB, sometimes it will fail.
How long will it take the installation? Are you going to provide steps to install or some?
No, they are going to take control of your mission using the TeamViewer, and they are going to install it.
How long that's going to be?
Maybe normally it will take 30 to 1 hour. I don't know how much time is taking because we have a lot of people, right?
So when are you starting the class?
The classes maybe from tomorrow or from Monday we are planning to start because tomorrow it's a national holiday, right? August 15th.
Where?
Maybe from Friday or from Monday we will start.
Oh, okay.
And so you are doing it in how many weeks? 5 weeks?
It's a 30 to 35 hours.
So that converts to like how many hours you cover in a week?
Week it's a 5 hours, 5 classes, Monday to Friday, your timings.
So it's like 6 weeks, right?
Yes, 6 weeks. Not 6 weeks, just 5 weeks. It's a 30 hours, right? 30 classes, yes.
Yeah, so each week is 5 weeks, right?
Yes.
5
So-
hours, so 5 into 6, 30.
So we will not be installing, I mean, your team will be installing the software on our machine, or you get, when we get the software and, we install?
No,
How
they are going to install on your machines. They will take care about the installation process.
So if I want a class sooner than that, like if I want to finish in 2 weeks, are you open for that? Like
No,
a week?
actually, yeah, we don't have any fast tag so far. If just for one, we cannot take, right? Just if you have 2 or 3 people, definitely we can have a rapid class and we can.
Okay. I'm just curiously asking. That's all.
Definitely, we can have a rapid sessions and we can come.
Is there a way that can you share your email, or are you allowed to share your email or not?
No, I'm not allowed to share my email till completion of first week.
Okay.
Because I'm also working just with the BigClasses. They are, you know the business pattern right here in India.
So Sampath, I have like
Yeah, right.
manuals from Informatica. So if I have questions on those manuals, can I ask you?
Yeah, sure.
Like for every, like for transformations, workflows and all, right? I have a lot of doubts in it.
Yes. Okay.
All right, then.
And if you need any documentation on Informatica certification, I will try to help you, because I am a certified professional. I will forward some of the material. You can read.
Okay, thanks.
So Sampath, sorry, I missed the class in the beginning, but how many years of experience you said you had in informatics?
I have 8 years of experience.
So it's 2013. Okay, you're working almost from 2005.
Yes, I started with version 6.
Okay, so right now what?
I don't know any other tool, just only Informatica.
You're a tool
So,
guy.
okay.
Yeah.
Do you know data warehousing?
Yeah.
Do you know what star schema is?
Yes.
Give me 30-second answer.
Right,
Because you're not going to cover the design aspects of ETL involves a lot of design. How you design your transformations, not just a tool. Are you going to cover those?
Yes. The complete design process I will help you. The complex mappings I involve.
Okay. Anyway, I'm not looking for that. Probably I could help you on that one.
Yeah, I understand.
So,
right, then we'll see you on next class, right?
Yes.
Is there?
From Monday
Okay.
you can start.
can you send me this PDF, Sampath, if you don't mind?
Yeah, I'm not recording. Actually, Surendra is going to record this video. He will send you.
Okay.
Just send a mail to Surendra. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
That would
Okay.
be great.
And one more thing.
I do have one question.
Yes.
But I think that should be
yes.
Surendra.
Yes, because see, all are working, right? Maybe you are going to miss 1 or 2 classes. Those class recording sessions you can get, and you can go through it, and you can continue from the next class. That is the advantage.
Let me ask you one question, okay? It's not general question, specific to me. If I have all the concepts, if I know the tool, like overall navigation, you could skip all the basic stuffs, okay? Like Unix, deployment, all that. So if we eliminate all that, how many hours of teaching do you need? Like probably 15 hours?
You want to cover all the transformation scope and functionality, right?
Just transformations. You don't need to cover writing SQLs and all. You don't need to cover. Probably I can teach you on those. So, so all I need to use is just tool, like a.
Yes, I understand. So I think it will take 15 to 20 hours.
Okay, let me talk to what's
How many hours you said,
required.
Sampath? Sorry.
15 to 20 hours.
So you're going to cover 10 hours for a SQL?
Not 10
SQL,
hours.
complete data warehousing concept.
No. I don't need to ask all those questions that you guys were asking because I'm already aware of
I
all
also
those.
don't need that. The data warehousing and SQL, I don't need that actually. I'm already a data modeler working in data warehousing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Okay, I got my questions answered. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So any questions, guys, before closing? Dandu, Manish, Rahul, and Rao.
No.
No questions. Questions
No.
on.
I am a beginner in this Informatica, and I see people who are experienced in this. So how would you manage experience with beginners in the same session?
I mean, yeah, that's a very good question. I mean, I have the same problem. If I mean, you know,
Yes, I will see the demo, right? See, once you are starting with the classes, I will follow step by step. I am not going to miss any topic for you. See, and if you have experienced people, they are going to come up with some advanced questions that will help you a lot, actually. Understanding the next level business.
But my silly question will be a deterrent to the experienced people here, right?
No. So they have to wait. They have to wait. I am going to cover.
This course is designed for people for all of them. That's why I'm trying to escape 15 hours. What are the ways? That's why I was asking that question.
Don't worry. Once I'm going to open the designer, I'm going to show you the each and every option, what is the purpose of this option, advantage and everything, where exactly we are going to use and everything. And their experience, they are going to go in depth and they are going to have some other questions. It will help you a lot. But you are not going to miss any content.
Having experience in your class will definitely help everybody, okay? Because the questions they ask,
Yes. But the faculty is going to miss few topics, then definitely it's a damage for you. But I'm going to cover all the stuff. Don't worry, because the course is prepared for all the people. I will follow the rules. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Fine, guys. No questions.
No.
Yeah. Chalo. Thank you. Thanks for your time and patience.
Thanks, Sampath.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.